Hello once again, YouTube. It's been nearly 10 months since my last vlog, and believe it or not, some stuff happens in 10 months' time. We got quite a bit to cover, so let's get going on this. You know, I've heard them called vlogs, but also vlogs, and I'm not entirely sure which is right, so I'm just going to kind of do a compromise. Let's get going on this vlog. Let's start with the big one, my freshman year of college. It went pretty well. The second semester was a lot more difficult than the first, especially at the end there. Some of the classes I took of note, I liked my seminar class, a few religion and philosophy classes, a basic internet class, film history, film aesthetics, basic photography. Most were fun, almost all of them were engaging, so no real complaints. At least that I want to share publicly. But the important thing is that I did get through the film gate, which is huge. If you didn't know, which you probably don't, MSU, where I go, you don't get into the film school right away. You take 4 classes your freshman year, you make some short films, and then you apply to the gate. That's what it's called. And only 48 students a year are admitted into the actual film program. And I was one of them. You have no idea how much relief it was to learn that I got in. It was just this massive life event coming towards me for, a really long time. I'm so happy it worked out, and I'm really excited for next year where I'll actually be in the film school. So near the end of the school year, I actually became a host and producer of a new G1 show over on SeanVlog called Cinemattack, and it's the first major film culture show on the site. We're already 9 episodes in and it's going great. I love working with the other 2 hosts, Max and Larry. I love the fact that my reviews have a bigger audience. I really enjoy doing all the segments when it's my turn. And it's probably the online series that I'm most proud of. So definitely go check out our YouTube channel and Twitter account, link below of course. And yeah, stay tuned because it's going to be a regular commitment of mine for hopefully quite some time. On that note, really quickly, yes, I'm still the official mobile game reviewer over at cinemattack.com, so link below to go check out my reviews if you need a new game for your phone or tablet. So right after my freshman year of college, and I do mean right after, I had 2 days at home, my family and I left for a trip to Europe for 4 weeks, this being our 3rd time over there. It was awesome, of course. We went to England, France, Spain, and Italy this time. It's kind of hard to talk about quickly. I couldn't even really do highlights, but I will say this. The best part about this trip specifically, so the second semester of my freshman year was really difficult. I had a ridiculous amount of stuff to do, most of it deciding whether or not I got through the film gate. And if it wasn't deciding if I got through the film gate, it was still deciding if I would keep my scholarship. So the last 3 or 4 weeks of that semester were just incredibly stressful. It's the most stress I've ever been under. So, right after that, leaving for a different continent for 4 weeks was really, really nice. Because all of a sudden, I had nothing. I mean, my school stuff was gone, obviously, and I couldn't even worry about commitments I enjoy, like making YouTube videos or writing a SeanVlog review. I could do nothing but live, I guess. I had no ties, I just went about my day enjoying it. It was amazingly therapeutic and a great vacation. But the best part of my summer would have to be SGC. The idea of SeanVlog holding a convention was just way too exciting for me not to go. So about a week ago, I flew down to Dallas for my first ever convention, and arguably the best weekend of my life. It was 3 days of non-stop fun. I played a ton of games, I got a lot of cool stuff at the vendor room, I got all the SeanVlog members to sign this Legend of Zelda Gold cartridge. I went to a ton of panels, my favorites being the Death Battle panel, but especially the Pro Jared panel. It was unbelievable. The best event that I went to by far was Mario Party After Dark Live. And if you don't know what Mario Party After Dark is, it's pretty much just 4 SeanVlog people playing Mario Party, getting drunk, getting insanely competitive, and the G1s have teams. I'm Team Jared, always have been, always will, and it's just an amazingly competitive, community-based atmosphere. It's really intense, it's just a blast. I was in the front row, literally the front row, right there for the action. And as awesome as all that was, my favorite part of SGC was just meeting people. I met a ton of great G1s, some of which actually recognized me, which was just incredible. I got to meet Max, another host of Cinemattack. It was great to hang out with him in person. I got to meet all these YouTube celebrities and content creators like MatPat and freaking James Rolfe, and I got to talk to every single SeanVlog crew member. The thing that meant the most to me, though, was meeting two people. The first person was Lauren Moore, my incredibly nice boss over at SeanVlog. She's the one I'm in contact with the most by far over there, and she was actually the first SeanVlog crew member that I was able to talk to in person. The second person was Jared Knabenbauer, or Pro Jared. He was my boss over at SeanVlog for quite a while. In fact, he was the one who brought me to the site, and he's also my favorite content producer over on YouTube. I was just so happy that I could not only finally meet him, but I was able to thank him for bringing me onto the site in person. So yeah, SGC 2013, best weekend ever, and I can't wait for SGC 2014. I'm really hoping I'll be there. So, what are my plans for the rest of the summer? Nothing really major. I had an idea for a show that analyzed film and video game trailers, and I really wanted to do a Let's Play, so much so that I even tweeted about doing it, but I decided to hold off on those so I could finally do all these singular videos that I've been meaning to do for a long time. You can expect a ton of film reviews from me this summer. In fact, I'm going to be reviewing literally every single film I see. Now, most of those won't be in video format. They're going to be in this new format I started a little while ago, based around my Twitter, called Reviews with Brevity. They're graphics, little tables that really quickly list my pros and cons of the film and then give a score. They're really quick to make, they're actually kind of fun to make, and I think they're very effective, so my Twitter's down below. But every 10 or so, I'll make a compilation video for the channel so you can see them here. But I will be continuing doing video reviews because I really do enjoy making them. But they're going to be reserved for new movies, movies still in theaters, or movies that I just gotta talk about. Like they almost warrant a discussion, and this is as close as I can get. So yes, I'm going to still do my video reviews. However, I will let them debut on cinemattack first, if that's the movie that the episode covers, before posting my full review to my YouTube channel. I announced via Twitter a little while ago that for my 100th video, I will be counting down my top 10 favorite films of all time. Now it's a two-parter, and it's quite the project, so it's not going to be my 100th, but it's definitely going to be coming out in July or really early August. I really want to do this project because I want to finally explain why I'm so passionate about these films that I hold so dear. So I'm really looking forward to this pair of videos, and I hope you are too. I also have a ton of trailer ideas that I've just kind of been, knocking around in my head for a while that I'm finally going to make. I've got an idea for BioShock Infinite, Black Ops 2, Skyfall, Metal Gear Solid 4, Infamous, maybe an Attack of the Clones trailer. I kind of have a unique spin on one of those, and I might try a Casablanca trailer again, but that's really difficult. So you'll most likely be seeing all of those eventually, maybe a few more, maybe a few less. I don't know, but I really want to get back into making trailers. I have friends, believe it or not, and we like filming stuff. That's one of the reasons, if not the reason, that I'm getting into cinema as a career. So we're going to be hanging out this summer, and we're going to be doing things. I know for a fact that my friend Andrew, who was the co-director of Iron Scimitar 3, we have a great idea for a project. You're probably going to see The Man Who Reacts to Everything 4, various other things. I mean, that's kind of the nature of these videos. I have no idea who they're going to be with, how many they'll be, and what they'll be, what they turn out to be. And that's the fun of them. So remember when I said I'm not launching a new show?
I lied.
Well, actually, it's a feature, and not a regular one at that. But I've always wanted a way to kind of do speeches about topics, to kind of a way to express my opinion about something publicly in a way that isn't restricted to 140 characters. So I'm starting a new feature on the channel called We Need to Talk. It's basically speeches, scripted speeches from me where I just explain my position on an issue. And they can range from things as silly as digital camera flash to how to view a film adaptation to religion. Yeah, we'll see if we get that far. So that's my summer, at least in regards to my YouTube channel. I know it's a lot, but I'm up to it. I think I can handle it. And that's also going to do it for this video. Life is going and only getting more and more interesting. So please subscribe if you liked what I was talking about. That's coming soon. And thanks for watching so far, if anyone did. And they didn't.